Welcome, our esteemed students, to our manifested e-learning forum. We are going to talk about sentence connectors, and essentially I'm going to teach you about sentence connectors. We normally look at paragraph and how to develop your paragraphs, and one way to make sure that when you're writing that sentence and you're developing your paragraph well is by using appropriate sentence connectors. So this is not something new. It's just a way to develop your paragraph, to make your paragraph coherent. And even when you're delivering speech, you know, those signposters that normally used to come up with one point or another, you can use them. You can do that by use of sentence connectors. Another way is that when you're writing your essays, there are other types of essays, especially the essays that are based on text, or maybe the narrative essays, descriptive essays, expository essays, discussive essays, and argumentative essays. These connectors can help you to link ideas from one to the next. So it's not something new. It's just something to help you maybe make your work neat, and maybe make your work coherent, or maybe make your work organized. All right. So these are words that link ideas in a sentence. Okay, they also provide transition, okay, from one sentence to another. Okay, so these are words that link ideas in a sentence. They also provide transition from one sentence to another, and they also help in paragraph cohesion. Okay, one way of making your paragraph coherent is by use of sentence connectors. You remember, we normally say that when you're writing a paragraph, it should be developed well, and one way to develop your paragraph is by using sentence connectors. Now let us look at examples. The examples are very many. Before we link them according to how they are used, we have something like firstly, examples, firstly, however, okay, in order that, okay, despite, in conclusion. Okay, so we all know these words, only that you don't know how to use them in sentences. You can also use them in speech when you're talking about a particular topic and you're coming up with points. So you can use them to highlight your different points. So let us look at how their examples. So we have those of contrast. Contrast, they include but, so on contrast we have but, on the other hand, yet, however, in spite of, otherwise, in contrast. So in contrast to what you've just said, you can also do this and that. You know, if you're saying that a teacher is better than a doctor, however, okay, you can add that in spite of having heavy rains, we still managed to harvest enough maize. All right, now those are some examples. We have those of comparison. Okay, So these are, we say that the connectors are words that link ideas from another idea to the next, or from one sentence to the next. Or even in a paragraph, you can say firstly, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, secondly, paragraph 3, to add on that, paragraph 4, you know, moreover, all right? So we have those ones that show comparison, that like similarly, likewise, same way. We have those that show consequence or result, for example, so, therefore, consequently. We have those that show addition, such that add, moreover. And when I say addition, you know, in a comprehension passage, you can be asked, summarize what makes this and that. And you know, these words, these connectors can help you get points so that you can summarize something in a comprehension passage. So they are very important. Contrast whatever the author to this. So contrasting, contrasting connectors can help you know what the author is trying to do in a paragraph, or maybe in a passage. So they are very important in maybe answering comprehension passages. Another thing, repetition. We have words that can help in maybe repeating ideas, like as said above. In other words, we also have words that can show examples, such as, for instance, for example, in the case of, and then we have those ones that show time and sequence, for example, to begin with, after that, before, then, next, firstly. Then those that show position on the other side, the position of the person who is speaking, and maybe their opinion. All right. Then we have those that show conclusion. In conclusion, to sum up, finally, lastly, all right? So it's very important that we master this connector so that they can help in sentence connection, all right? Now, I want to give you one exercise that will help you on practicing these sentence connectors. Okay, now we have the exercise here. Fill in the gaps with the most suitable word from the list provided. The list has incidentally, consequently, specifically, instead, moreover, certainly, therefore, likewise, nevertheless, and indeed. Question 1, none of us is an island, dash, we all belong to a common human race called humanity. John, number 2, lost use of her right hand, dash, she is still among the finest artist I know. And then number 3, the Ujuzi Mwingi School Board declined to buy desktop computers. They opted for laptops, dash. Number 4, after a long investigation, strong evidence emerged that Mongo had been bullying younger children. He was, dash, expelled. Number 5, it was discovered that Mongo's friend Mingi was innocent, dash, his name was cleared. Number 6, it is sad that some children do not respect their parents, dash, it is sad that some parents do not respect their children. Number 7, Jilo is the most honest person I know, dash, I have never known her to lie. Number 8, Kalulu jumped into the burning building to save the baby. Thus he had never done any heroic deed before. Number 9, they did not reject the entire document. They rejected Article 7.1 and 11.5 dash. There's a comma here. It is important to communicate. Number 10, it is important dash to communicate clearly. So we have come to the end of the lesson. We have said that sentence connectors are words that help us link ideas from one sentence to the next, and they also help in paragraph coherence. So let us just not use them in sentences. Let us also use them in speech. Let us also use them when we are developing our essays and our paragraphs at large. So I want to wish you a wonderful time. Let us meet next.